was major as far as how you move. I don't know if it changed the way y'all move, but I had to cancel a couple of things that they were supposed to be doing. Even though they don't do it to blacks, we were supposed to be doing it on these black campuses. I canceled. I don't believe that people will walk.
You're going to go to some of these HB
CUs, and I said no, I'm good because I think that I'll say this, and y'all tell me if y'all think. I think it has emboldened more people to try and, if nothing else, assault the people they don't like. I think the left has been putting that out there so long. How they've lionized the guy who put the hands on the healthcare guy.
Luigi Mangione?
Yeah, they turned him into a martyr.
Yep.
All of these people, you listen to the politicians are constantly saying things like this person need to be socked, this person need to have this done to them. It's emboldening, especially guys who, we know a lot of people on the left, they lame, they don't have a life, and you tell them that they're going to be like the world is going to love them because they did a public favor by getting rid of this voice they don't like. And that's the sad part to me that I've been having to try and figure out how to work around, that your opinion now has more consequences than ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are a prime example of watching how you still don't understand, well, why won't they let me do this or whatever? And it's simply because you tell too much truth.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be demonetized for 2 years because of this. And, that's the reality. It's like whether they attack you physically or they attack you financially, right? There's always going to be some type of consequence for saying things that offends people to some degree. And I would say, the left has been way more pro-censorship, or whether you want to call it the left, progressives, liberals, whatever it is. They don't respect free speech at all. I mean, hell, when Jimmy Kimmel got canceled, they were crying about free speech.
Right.
But he got it back in a day or two. And I even came out and said, yo, I don't agree with that joke. I think it was very tasteless to do it at that time when he made it. But we shouldn't be canceling people for jokes. That's a bad precedent that, liberals engage in, not us. So, but he got it back, because as always, they galvanize better than we do on that side, right? They boycotted, they protested, etc. Conservatives don't really protest. When they do is January 6th and they go to jail. You know what I mean? It's progressives that boycott, right? I'm sorry, that go out there and march, because a lot of times they might not have the financial capital to do things that they do, but they'll definitely take the time and go out there and protest with no kings. They'll go ahead and say no immigration or stop with the immigration raids. Like, they will mobilize, right? Whether it's BLM, no kings protests, immigration protests, they're outside. Conservatives, not really outside, because a lot of times they tend to have families, older, have a real job, don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, and it's a funny thing to watch, because like you said, these people weren't watching Jimmy Kimmel. But now that he got canceled, they're like, well, that's just some way we could stick it to the right.
Yes.
The whole support of Jimmy Kimmel was just a way to stick it to the right. And it was blatant hypocrisy to listen to them talk about, well, it's free speech, when they spent the whole Biden administration canceling people because they said something that you didn't like. Remember, they're the people who said dead naming someone can get you put in jail.
Everyone got banned during the Biden administration.
Yep.
Like, I could think of literally a million. Bongino, us, Pearl, Tates, Nick, Alex Jones,
me,
you, like all from that 2020, right when the pandemic was beginning till now, right? So now that Trump's back in, a bunch of people got banned, and January 6th had a lot to do with Charlottesville, right? Anyone that was at these events automatically banned. So there was absolutely a pro-censorship regime under Biden, and they didn't even hide it. Like, Media Matters was colluding with the U.S. government to ban people all over the place.
Zuckerberg came out and admitted that they told them to do it. You had people trying to broadcast, and then you'd wonder, why was my video deleted? And you said the word COVID.
Yeah.
That made no sense. People were going around saying the jab or just pointing at their arm, trying to get around.
Bug. Yep.
Yeah, trying to get around saying what we found out later, that we were right to be worried about, what we were right to be cautious about. They were telling people like Kyrie Irving, you can't play basketball if you don't do this. You know how many people who were nurses and things like that, and I really felt bad for them because they were against getting it because they thought, what women do when they're taking their kids and throwing them in a trash can before they come out. They're saying it's their body, their choice. Now, you can do that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sticking something inside of me that I don't know what it is, and you didn't take the proper protocol as you normally do, but I should have to take it or I'll lose my job. And many of them had to do it. Many people were in situations like what I was in, which was sad. I was against it. I said, I don't want my daughter to get it. Her mom went and did it anyway, and she didn't need to tell me.
Wow.
So now my daughter is a guinea pig.
Yeah.
We got to wait years to find out what this thing did to this kid. But because her mother was so afraid of what they were saying, she thought she was protecting our child.
Wow. We don't know what the downstream effects are. And you know, I knew it was bad right after January 6th, like 2 or 3 days later. Trump got banned off everything.
Yep.
They banned him on even Uber Eats. Like, bro, they banned him on everything, bro. And like, that's nuts. And I was like, yo, if they banned the former president of the United States, the rest of us are cooked. And then shortly thereafter, a bunch of people started getting banned after the January 6th stuff. They identified all the influencers that were there. All of them got banned, arrested, everything, man. And I knew it was bad because Trump did an interview, I think like 22 or 23, with Nelk, right? Mm-hmm. And during the interview, he mentioned the election being rigged. Video was gone within 24 hours, bro. The YouTube took it down. And now you could talk about the election and the integrity of that election. But back then, if you talked about the election, you talked about COVID, them boys, any of these topics, cooked.
He's an election denier. And these are the same people, remember, they denied, well, I'm old. They denied the results of the election in 99, 2000.
Oh, yeah. Well, Al Gore and Bush, right?
Yeah. They denied.
I remember that.
Yeah. These are the same people who denied the results of Donald Trump when he won. Not my president.
Yep.
These are the same people. So it's rules for thee, but not for me. And you're watching them in real time right now be open hypocrites. These are the same people who tell you what to do, how to march here. They said nothing about the riots of the George Floyd. That was all fine, but Jan 6 is the worst thing in the world. Well, look how many people lost their lives during the George Floyd riots, and they don't talk about it.
They never talk about it. Trump just designated Antifa as a terrorist organization.
Yep.
He just did it. Like, I've been saying for years, these guys, what's going on? These dudes are destroying cities and everything. Like, they're one of the biggest agitators whenever, progressives are rioting, and we don't do anything about it. They're right there lockstep with BLM. They should both be terrorist organizations. Trump just did it. And it took Charlie Kirk's assassination for him to wake up and say, maybe we should do something about this left-wing violence. It's been a problem for a long time. And, I find it interesting how Trump January 6th happens, right? Democrats get in. All the big right-wing influencers get either demonetized, banned, shadow banned, whatever it is, all of us, right? Now, Trump is in. I don't see Hassan Piker banned.
Nope.
I don't see Kyle Klinsky banned.
Talk about it.
I don't see the Young Turks getting banned.
Nope.
I don't see any of these guys like, Luke Beasley, any of these big left-wing political commentators on the left. Harry Sisson, none of them are getting censored at all. So this is the difference. When we have power, we at least allow them to operate.
Yeah,
when they have power, we can't even, we get canceled.
Well, we let them talk because we look at it this way. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think we look at it this way. The more they talk, the more people will be able to see how wrong they are.
Precisely.
So we understand that, if you silence them, you might end up turning them into the good guy. If you let them talk, they'll talk themselves into a bad position. It is the reason why Charlie Kirk and people like you, people like Crowder will just go and say, let me sit in the middle of these people and talk.
Yeah.
Let me let them come talk to. Do they do this?
They don't, bro.
Never do. You can't find any of the left-wing guys allowing you to come walk up to their table and talk to them about any of their crazy stuff.
There's only one that does it.
Oh, who's that?
Destiny.
Oh, yeah.
He's the only one. And a lot of people hate him, but I'll give him credit because he is the only one that actively engages with the opposite side. He's the only one. The rest of them, they just sit in their room and give their commentary, never actually have their ideas tested or anything like that. It's just ridiculous.
Bill Maher said something, and he says it a lot. He said, y'all keep asking me why I don't have Barack Obama and all these other people on here. He said, you know why they're not here? Because they won't come. He said, I'm not a Republican. I will never be a Republican, but I give them credit. They all show.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, if it's not like a sanitized interview, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. I mean, Kamala Harris proved this when she was campaigning. She wouldn't do Rogan, which I think was a huge blunder on her end.
She wouldn't do you guys, but did Luther Campbell.
Luther, who's that?
Luke, I forgot you young. Pop that, said Doodle Brown. Two Live Crew from here.
Oh, really?
She did his podcast. And it was like 4 niggas watched that.
I didn't. I
got a
didn't know.
podcast?
He did. He literally.
Nigga.
I'm telling you, you didn't even know he had one.
Bro, you what? Uncle Lou?
Yes, and it sucks. This man, it just sound like years of, you know, it would be like Ozzy Osbourne's podcast. And I'm not talking about when he was alive. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
Wow. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, she cooked, man. She cooked.
Oh.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was a big misstep. But again, and this is why, you know, I think that's a big reason why I think Trump won was because he leveraged the power of social media and he understood that these traditional celebrities don't got sauce like that no more, bro. Like, you know, who endorsed Kamala? Beyonce, LeBron James, actors like Meg Thee Stallion. Like, okay, your traditional celebrities endorsed Kamala, but she still lost badly.
I'll give you an example. Barron Trump, credit to him, told Trump, hey, listen, these streams right here will help you win the election. He was right. Aiden Ross, other streamers. But the funny part is, this became like a complex con, right? And there's YouTubers there, streamers there, and also as well celebrities. You know who had the biggest crowd?
Who?
All the streamers. Celebrities were kind of like, oh, hey, whatever, picture. That was it. They had a crowd following them, the streamers. What does that tell you? The future is streaming. And that's funny because celebrities are going away.
Yeah, nobody really cares about, you know, celebrities' takes at all. And the reason why is because relatability is gone, right?
Yes.
It's one thing to watch maybe a Tobey Maguire, he played Spider-Man, didn't he?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, on a screen. But you don't really know who he is. You don't really know what he thinks. You don't really know what his political opinions are, etc. Like, it's fairly vague. But now, you know, you're watching a streamer. You kind of know what they think. You know how they move. You know what they eat when they're on stream eating.
Yeah.
Like, it's very intimate. Pause. So people build a bigger bond with that and then they could chat in the room.
Yeah.
So they could engage with them. You can't do that with these celebs. So what we've seen like almost like a change in the media landscape and the entertainment landscape where, you know, bro, at this point, I'm pretty confident, like, if you took like a celebrity like in a movie, most recent movie, right? And he walks down the street, he might not get recognized as much as a streamer will.
Yeah.
You know, that's where we are. Young people don't watch movies anymore. They don't go to movie theaters.
Bro.
Everything is streaming. On-demand streaming.
I was in a hotel with an actor from Star Wars. We walked side by side. We're cool. I had more photos and people come up to me than he did. I was like, this thing is big. He's huge. But it's like,
You gonna pause after that?
Itself is the new meta. I'm telling you, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, for young people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're old enough to remember traditional media, going to a movie theater and everything else like that. But these young people, bro, they're not going to a movie theater. Like, they're like, nah, I can watch it here on Hulu and stuff.
But also, keep in mind, what are they watching on? TikTok. It's clips. Twitter.
Yep.
You know, Snapchat. All they're seeing is clips. So whatever they see is that, they're the new celebrities.
Well, speaking of that, though, I'll ask you guys a question. How do y'all feel about being considered part of the cause of the fall of Miss Headboard Harris's campaign?
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I said, hey. I told my girl I was making love to her that night. You know I know them. Oh shit, me too. I said,
Hey, yo, pause. Hey, yo, pause.
right. Wait, what? You ruined the moment.
What?
Yeah, no, you know, it's an honor, bro. And it kind of, because here's the thing, right? Fresh will tell you this. I don't go outside, bro. I don't go outside, especially since this year. I've been like going really, really hard with the streaming and stuff like that. And